I used to think that cash was king. Now, don't get me wrong. In some instances, it's good to have cash. In this current economic climate that we in, it's good to have as much cash as possible because what cash you had is worth way less now due to inflation. But I kind of want to talk about my credit journey. I started off as a person that was like, cash is king. I don't want to be in debt. I was really big on the Dave Ramsey school of debt, where you don't take out debt, you don't get credit cards, you don't put yourself in a position to where you owe lenders. And for a couple years that worked for me, for really for my whole life it worked for me, or at least I thought it did, until I really actually started boosting my credit. On my credit journey, what I learned was cash is definitely not king. Cash is necessary, but credit is king, in my opinion. And I'll tell you why. Because every time you're spending cash, you're not getting nothing back from that. You're not getting no reward from that. But every time you swipe a credit card, you're boosting your credit. You have the opportunity to get bonus points, and you have the opportunity to get cash back. So to me, what seemed like something I would stay away from, now it seems like a no-brainer, to the point where I have 3 credit cards. Now, disclaimer, if you don't got the cash in order to take care of those credit card bills that will arise, then of course not. I don't advise any of you to you know what I'm saying, to go get any credit cards, because credit card interest fees are a bitch, and that's just something we want to avoid. But what really changed everything for me about credit is king is because first I started with a secure credit card where I put $200 in, and it was basically a security deposit because my credit, it wasn't, I basically had no credit. And I had this crappy card. It didn't have any rewards, any bonuses, any incentives, or anything. But what I did was I kept using it on gas and little stuff here and there, here and there, here and there, always making sure to pay it on time. What that did was allowed me to get better credit cards with no upfront fee, no security deposit, because I had built my credit up through paying my bill on time. And this is when it really happened. I wound up getting a credit card that offered like, I think it was 20,000 bonus points. And if you guys know bonus points, they go by like the penny. So 20,000 bonus points is about $200. And if I spent a certain limit over the course of 3 to 4 months, that amount of points would appear in my account. Now, of course, I could take that 20,000 or $200 worth of points and turn it into cash and put it in my pocket, or I could have, used it on gift cards, or I could have even got discounts on flights, discounts on travel. All of this stuff from just spending money that I would have spent with cash, but I have the rewards of the credit card. And so what I wound up doing was I took out another credit card. But see, what I did with this credit card, what really blew my mind, and this is what's probably good about making sure you're with a good bank, is Chase showed me this thing called Chase Pay, where I could take, say for instance, if I had a big purchase, I could take a big purchase and swipe it on my card, and Chase Pay would break it down into monthly installments, interest free monthly installments. Let me add that, interest free. So basically, I could go get my root canal that was $1,500, and what that did was, not only could I break that down over the course of 12 months, that's what, 12 divided by 150, I don't know, it's like 100 something bucks, give or take, a month, versus me spending the whole 1,500 up front out of my cash. No, I keep my cash and I use the credit and I'm gonna still pay, and I might pay it off early, but I have the option of interest-free payments. All of this opportunity that I get just from using credit. And not only that, but once I did the 1,500 for the root canal, I crossed my bonus threshold for in 3 months. It says if you spend 1,500, then you get 60,000 points. 60,000 points is what? $600. Now, with this particular card, I don't think they'll let me turn the $600 worth of points into cash, but because I do travel a lot, I will have the opportunity to save on hotels and possibly a flight here or there. All of this is possible because I'm using a credit card. I'm boosting my credit. Now, the 1,500 that I used on the credit, I have that in cash in case anything happens. But why would I take 1,500? Say for instance, I only have 1,500 in my savings, right? Why would I take the last of my money and spend it on this when I could use my credit card and basically break down the Chase Pay installments, and every time I get paid 100 or 200 there, and I still got my 1,500. And the power of credit, it goes beyond just petty credit cards, when we get to talking about loans and all that stuff. But just from the practical sense of young guys figuring out the world, man, get you a credit card. Build up your credit. Don't go buy dumb shit. Okay? Look, I didn't even mention this. I didn't even mention the cash back, dude. Like, my cards, I get 5% cash back every time I get gas. If I was paying in cash, there's no incentive. There's nothing to get back from that. Just paying in cash. Maybe get the little 12-cent or 10-cent discount that they give you, when you go to the gas station and they say the cash price and the credit price. But it don't matter. I'm still getting cash back every time I fill up. So every time I spend money, I'm getting some kickback. And no, it ain't 100% cash back, but it's something. And that stuff starts to add up when you talk about cash back points. Just something to think about. I'm going to be talking more about credit, more about finance, more about these things, as they came in my world. I'm not by any means an expert. I can't by any means give financial advice or anything like that. I could just talk to you guys about my journey and, take from what you want with it. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.